My sister pointed at me and told the family, "Tomorrow she officially becomes pregnant with our baby." I looked her dead in the eye and said, "The only thing getting transferred tomorrow is you to a psychiatric ward." Everyone in the living room started clapping at my sister's announcement like this was normal. Mom pulled out a binder with medical documents and hospital schedules. "We've already paid the clinic and signed all the contracts on your behalf," she said, sliding the papers across the coffee table. I snatched them up and saw my signature on every single page. My handwriting, my signature. Except I'd never seen these documents before in my entire life. "I never agreed to any of this," I said, standing up and backing toward the door. My sister just smiled and said, "Of course you did. We talked about it last month, remember?" I absolutely did not remember because it never happened. My dad announced, "The appointment is tomorrow at 9 sharp. We'll all drive together as a family." I ran for the front door, but my brother was already blocking it. "Come on, don't back out now," he said. Everyone in this room contributed money to pay for the procedure. My sister's husband moved to block the back door while Mom stepped between me and the garage. They'd cornered me. The procedure was happening in less than 24 hours, and my entire family was making sure I couldn't escape. I shoved past my brother and made it to the hallway, but my sister caught up and grabbed my shoulder. "You're being so dramatic right now," she said. "It's just 9 months of your life and then I get to be a mom." I spun around and said, "You're completely insane if you think I'm going through with this." Dad pulled out his phone and showed me the bank transfers. $25,000 to the fertility clinic. "We already paid everything up front and it's non-refundable," he said. "If you don't show up tomorrow, we lose all of the money." My sister started crying those fake tears she'd perfected since childhood. "I can't have kids naturally and you're my only sister. My only hope. How can you be so selfish?" Her husband put his arm around her and glared at me like I was the villain in this situation. My brother showed me texts from our extended family, aunts and uncles and cousins all congratulating me on my sacrifice. Grandma had apparently donated $5,000 toward the medical costs. They'd told everyone. The entire family believed I'd volunteered for this. Mom grabbed both my hands and said, "We even picked out names already. If it's a girl, we're naming her after you." That's when I noticed the overnight bag by the door with my clothes in it. They'd packed for me. They expected me to stay here tonight so they could drive me to the appointment in the morning. My sister pulled out her phone and started showing me photos of other surrogates. "See how beautiful this is? You're going to love being pregnant. Some women say it's the best time of their lives." Dad moved closer and his voice dropped low. "If you don't do this, you're out of the family permanently. No more holidays, no more help with anything. Completely cut off." Everyone was staring at me, waiting for me to just give in and accept this nightmare they'd created. I pulled out my phone and held up the screen showing a recording app that had been running since I walked in. "I just recorded all of you admitting to forging my signature on legal documents, conspiring to lie to a medical facility, and attempting to force me into a medical procedure without consent." I watched the color drain from every face in that room. My sister lunged for my phone, but I pulled it back. "I found the documents with my name and fake signature in Mom's desk last week." I said, "I've been recording since I walked in the door." Dad started saying something about this being a misunderstanding, but I cut him off. "You're all going to face criminal charges for conspiracy to commit medical assault and identity fraud." My sister dropped to the couch looking like she might actually pass out. Mom reached for me, but I stepped back. "The consultation I have tomorrow morning isn't at the fertility clinic. It's at the police station where I'm giving my official statement." I grabbed my belongings and headed for the door. As I walked to my car, I pulled the ultrasound photo from my pocket and looked at it. They were so obsessed with creating my sister's perfect family that they didn't even notice I was already starting one of my own.